Hello my dear children, I hope you all are doing good. So today in this video we'll be continuing our chapter pronouns and its kinds. So we'll begin with demonstrative pronouns. So children, look at these examples. This is a cute puppy. These are cute puppies. That is a cute puppy. Those are cute puppies. Children, in these sentences, the words this, these, that, those are referring to noun puppy or puppies, right? And so they are pronoun. They are pointing towards these words, this, these, that, those are pointing towards noun puppy and puppies, right? Look at another example. This is my favorite dress. That is my book. Here also in the first sentence, this is pointing towards noun dress, and in second sentence that is pointing towards noun book. So the pointing words like this, that, these, those, in English grammar, these words are known as demonstrative pronoun. Clear? Children, demonstrative pronouns point towards something based on number and position of noun. Like this and that are singular pronouns, singular demonstrative pronouns, where this refers to near objects and that refers to the object placed far. And these and those are plural demonstrative pronoun, where these refers to the near objects and those refers to the objects placed at distance. Therefore, we can define demonstrative pronoun as demonstrative pronouns points out the specific person, animal or thing that they refer to. Clear? For example, look into the example here. This is my car. Here, this is singular pronoun which refers to noun car which is placed near. Okay. That is my house. That is again singular pronoun referring to noun house which is far. Okay. Then these are his books. These is a plural pronoun and referring to the noun books which are placed near. Okay, those are the certificates for the participants. Those here is a plural pronoun referring to noun certificates. Now let us understand possessive pronouns. Now look at these sentences. One day, Alvira was reading a book in class. Suddenly, David came to Alvira and says that the book Alvira is reading is David's. But Alvira denied and said, "No, the book is Alvira's and not David's." So children, you can see that here noun Alvira and David are repeated, and we can replace the noun with pronouns here, right? Also, we see that there are possessive nouns Alvira's and David's. Now children, if you remember, we have learned about possessive nouns in the video where we have discussed about noun, right? Noun and its kind. So the noun that shows ownership is possessive noun. So here Alvira's and David's are possessive noun, and to replace these possessive nouns we need a special pronoun that may show possession. That means we need a possessive pronoun, right? So we will rewrite these sentences as: one day Alvira was reading a book in class. Suddenly, David came to her and said, "The book you are reading is mine." But she denied that and said, "No, the book is mine and not yours." So children, the pronouns mine and yours are showing ownership in these sentences. And so mine and yours are possessive pronoun. Now we can define possessive pronoun as: a possessive pronoun is a pronoun that replaces a possessive noun and ownership. Children, remember possessive pronouns are always used as object of the sentence. So, the pronouns like mine, his, hers, yours, theirs, ours, etc. are all examples of possessive pronoun. For singular objects like me, possessive pronoun is mine, you, yours, him, his, and her, hers. For plural objects like us, the possessive pronoun is ours. For plural pronoun you, the possessive pronoun is yours. And for plural object them, possessive pronoun is theirs. Look at these examples. This cat is mine. This cat is yours. This cat is his. This cat is hers. This cat is ours. This cat is theirs. So, my dear children, here mine, yours, his, hers, ours, theirs, these words are showing the ownership of cat. Who is the owner of cat? Okay, so these words are possessive pronouns. So I hope you are clear with possessive pronouns. Now let's move towards interrogative pronouns. Children, interrogative pronouns are used for asking questions. Okay, there are only 5 interrogative words in interrogative pronouns, and they are who, whom, whose, which, and what. So, who is used for inquiring subjects? For example, the children are playing cricket. So, who are playing cricket? We get the answer, the children, which is noun. And so, who is placed in place of noun, and so who is pronoun here. Whom is used for inquiring object? Whom has he invited? The answer we get is he has invited his friends. His friends, you can see here in the sentence as object and also a noun. And so here whom is used for inquiring object of the sentence. Clear? Whose is used for inquiring owner, the ownership. Whose is that car? The answer we get is that car is mine. Here possessive, we are inquiring about what? We are inquiring about the ownership of the car. Okay. Which is used for inquiring choices. Clear? Like for example, which is your book? Here we are inquiring about choices. And what is used for inquiring things. Clear? So these are the 5 WH question words which are used as interrogative pronouns. Now we'll understand a distributive pronoun. Look at these examples, children. Each of the movies was interesting. Neither of the girls was late. Here in the first sentence, the word each refers to noun movies separately. Right? It refers to noun movies, so it is a pronoun. Also in the second sentence, the word neither refers to noun girls separately, so neither here is a pronoun. So children, the words like each, neither, every, either, everyone, everybody, that refers to people or things separately in a group. In English grammar, these words are known as distributive pronoun. Clear? Remember children, distributive pronouns always takes a singular verb in the sentences because it denotes person or things separately. Now look at some more examples. Either of these pens is red. Neither of these girls is active. Here also you can see either refers to noun pens, so it is pronoun, and also neither refers to noun girls, and so it is a pronoun. So we can define distributive pronoun as: distributive pronoun is a pronoun that describes members of a group separately and not collectively. Each, every, everybody, everyone, everything, either, neither, none, any, etc. are the words that are used to indicate persons or things in group separately or one at a time, and so they are distributive pronoun. Clear? Okay, so now let's look into reflexive pronoun. Now suppose there's a girl whose name is Sarita. Sarita met Varsha. Okay, Sarita bought chocolates for Varsha, and also Sarita bought chocolates for Sarita. Clear? Now let's rewrite these sentences using pronouns. Sarita met Varsha. Sarita bought chocolates for her, and also Sarita bought chocolates for herself. Children, in third sentence, both the subject and the object of the sentence are same. That is, Sarita is subject as well as object. So here we do not use pronoun her in place of object. Instead, we used a special pronoun herself, where self refers back to the subject, Sarita. Now look at some more examples for your better understanding. I burnt myself. Here myself is referring back to pronoun I. You burnt yourself. Here yourself is referring back to pronoun you, and so yourself is a reflexive pronoun. Again, you burnt yourselves. Here you is plural, and so we are using yourselves. Okay, so here you yourselves is referring back to pronoun you, and so yourselves is a reflexive pronoun. He burnt himself. Again, himself is referring back to pronoun he, and so it is a reflexive pronoun. Similarly, she burnt herself. The dog burnt itself. They burnt themselves. We burnt ourselves. Here also herself, itself, themselves and ourselves are referring back to the pronoun she, the dog, they, we respectively, and so herself, itself, themselves, ourselves are reflexive pronouns. Clear? So my dear children, from the example words like myself, yourself, himself, itself, themselves, ourselves, etc. are referring back to the subject, and so these words in English grammar are known as reflexive pronoun. So we can define reflexive pronoun as: reflexive pronouns are words ending with self or selves that are used to refer back to the noun or the pronoun that is both subject and object of the sentence. So I hope you're clear with reflexive pronoun. So now we'll move towards emphatic pronoun. Children, emphatic pronoun are similar to the reflexive pronouns, but they differ in usage. Their usage is different. So it can confuse us, and so I want you to pay attention to these pronouns. So as we have already learned what are reflexive pronouns, the words like myself, ourselves, yourself, yourselves, himself, herself, themselves, itself, etc. are reflexive pronouns, right? These are the pronouns with self and selves used to refer back to the subject if the subject is the same as the object. Clear? Now look at some more examples here. I myself bought this dress. In this sentence, is it correct to say that myself is a reflexive pronoun? Children, we know that reflexive pronoun is used to refer back to the noun when both the subject and the object are same, right? But here the subject and object are not the same. Here the pronoun myself is used to lay emphasis on the subject. That is, it is giving stress on subject, only subject. That is, the pronoun myself is laying stress on subject. I myself bought this dress. That means myself is only telling about the subject, only emphasizing the subject, I. And when the pronoun myself is used for emphasizing, we give it another name of pronoun, that is emphatic pronoun. Clear? Now, if I remove myself from this sentence, I bought this dress, the sentence still makes complete sense, right? In fact, the meaning of the sentence remains the same. Only the thing is that no emphasis is laid on the subject. That means myself is used only to emphasize, not to add meaning or replace any noun. Clear? Now, what if I say I bought a dress for myself? So what does this sentence mean? It means that I bought a dress for me. Okay, so here both you can see subject and object in the sentence are same, and here myself refers back to the noun I. So here in this sentence myself is a reflexive pronoun. Clear? Hope now you understand the difference between reflexive pronoun and emphatic pronoun. So the pronoun like myself, ourselves, yourself, yourselves, himself, herself, themselves, itself, etc. are used both as reflexive as well as emphatic pronoun, but their usage and functions are different from one another. Clear? Now we can define emphatic pronoun as: emphatic pronoun is a pronoun that refers back to another noun or pronoun in a sentence to emphasize it. Whereas we know reflexive pronoun also refers back to noun or pronoun, but they do not emphasize. Clear? Now let's look into some examples for emphatic pronoun. He himself was responsible for his failure. You yourself must clear this room. The cat itself drank the milk. Here in all these sentences, himself, yourself and itself are giving emphasis on the subject. Clear? And so these words are emphatic pronoun. So I hope you are clear with emphatic pronoun and reflexive pronoun, and you also know the difference between them. So now let's move towards relative pronouns. Children, look at this example. Varuni sits next to me. Varuni is a good singer. Here we see that noun Varuni is repeated twice, and so we can rewrite these sentences using pronoun. So using pronoun, the sentence will be like Varuni sits next to me. She is a good singer. We can say that these sentences are quite appropriate, right? But children, it would be more efficient if we rewrite these sentences by joining them with a pronoun. So we can how can we rewrite this by joining? Varuni, who sits next to me, is a good singer, right? Here in this sentence, word who refers to the noun Varuni, and also it joins the two sentences, right? So who in this sentence is a relative pronoun. Look at one more example. I have a niece. I love my niece very much. Here also we can rewrite these sentences using pronoun to avoid the repetition of noun niece, right? So I can write it as I have a niece whom I love very much. You can see here whom refers to noun niece, and also joins two sentences. So whom in this sentence is a relative pronoun. Clear? Now we can define relative pronoun as: a relative pronoun refer or relates to a noun that is placed before it. It also helps to join sentences, and so they are also called connective pronouns. Children, a relative pronoun works as a conjunction in a sentence. The most common relative pronouns are who, whom, whose, which, what, that. Okay? Now let's look into some examples using relative pronouns. She is the girl who lost my notebook. The boy who is wearing a blue shirt is my brother. Here in both the sentences, word who is relating to a noun that is placed before it, and so who is a relative pronoun. So children, I hope you are clear with pronoun and its kinds. try to do the exercises given in your book. Thank you.